Hi and welcome to Lizard Studios. Today we have a wonderful class. We are going to be doing a seascape, an underwater seascape. It's going to be wonderful. We're going to be doing a rubbing and I'm going to show you how to do that. And also we are going to look at an artist that I really love, that he makes beautiful paintings. His name is Robert Lynn Nelson and he is an American artist and he paints underwater scenes. We are also going to look at contour line and I'm going to explain that to you in just a second. But before we begin, let's see what materials we need today, okay? Okay, so the materials that we're going to need are cereal boxes that you have from home or cookie boxes, because we are going to use them to draw on, okay? So you need the cereal boxes, you open them up, okay? And you bring them to school, and I'm gonna show you how to use those in just a second, okay? Then you are going to need scissors, okay, just to cut. You are going to need a rubber and a pencil and a marker, okay? It could be permanent or not permanent, but a marker is fine because like that you could draw the contour line better. So now that we know what we need, let's begin. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to talk to you about today is contour line. The contour line is the line around someone, okay? Around someone. If I would be a color and there would be only one color behind me, for example, I don't know, blue only, then the contour line would be what is around me, okay? Today, what we're gonna need is for you to look for some fish shapes, or remember them, and think of underwater animals, okay? Because we're gonna be doing the contour lines for those underwater animals, okay? So let's see. You're gonna take your cereal box, whatever cereal box it is, and the first thing you're gonna do is you're going to cut it into pieces. Well, not too many pieces, just the big pieces like a paper, so you could draw on them and then you could cut easier. And if a classmate needs a piece of your cardboard box or your cereal box or cookie box, it could be also a cookie box, okay? So any type of box will do. It has to be cardboard thick, all right? So you cut it into pieces, okay? And then you're gonna think of those fish, okay? And if you have a picture like I do, okay, of underwater animals, okay, you are going to look at those underwater animals, those fish, those sharks, and you're also going to be looking at the seaweed and all the corals that are underwater to look at the shape. And we're going to try to draw the contour line of the different things that make up the bottom of the ocean. All right, so I have this picture here that I told you that I really like by Robert Lynn Nelson, and it's this picture that's back here that you can see, and there is a turtle. So I got inspired by that turtle that I saw there, and I did this contour line. Remember, the contour line is the outside line, is like a silhouette, okay, of somebody, or a silhouette of a fish. So I did this contour line all around the different shapes of fish. This is a coral, okay, and this is like an underwater boat that has sunk. So I did this, and also if you look at this picture, you're gonna see that there's like some really thin fish and some really fat fish. And I'm looking down here because I don't want to look back, I want to look at you. So, and there's also bubbles, like really cute little circles all over the sea bottom. So I'm going to draw some of those too. I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to draw some of those. Some circles, also maybe a big circle here that I could also use. Now, I am not making the composition here. I'm making the pieces that I am going to use in my rubbing that I am going to be doing in the next class. But before, I have to prepare, all right? Now, everyone is an artist, so just put your contour line drawings to the side, take another piece of paper and draw, like for example, a sword fish. I just saw it right there, very thin fish. And with a very long tail. Okay, so I am going to draw it here. See the contour line. And now I am going to start cutting all my pieces out. So you should have a bunch of pieces that you want to put in your composition. So let's cut them out, all right? So let's begin. Now you can do this with pencil first and then rub out. Well, you don't really need to rub out because you're gonna be cutting them out. So just do it with a pencil. For example, if I wanted to draw another starfish, I could try it and maybe the leg wouldn't come out like I wanted it. But remember, starfish, they lose legs and they grow back. So not all of their legs are the same size. Remember that. So then I draw it again, and that's fine. You can use a pencil or you can use your marker. So I'm gonna begin cutting. Watch me. So now that we have all our different cutout pieces that we have done by cutting the contour line, we are going to start placing them on our paper to think about our composition, okay? Remember that everything cannot go on the same side. It has to be equal balance. Maybe there could be like a rock down here. I have to think a little bit abstract in my head. Maybe there will be a rock here and the boat fell down into the ocean bottom like that. Maybe there are some corals coming out of this rock here. Maybe there's a turtle swimming at almost the top, and maybe there's some like air bubbles coming out from the boat right here. Maybe this fish, see, I've made all the heads this way, but it doesn't really matter, because I could put it backwards, okay? Even though you see like the cereal box thing, it doesn't really matter. Maybe this fish could be at the top, swimming also behind the turtle. I could put this a little bit down so everything fits. And you know what? And I could repeat this in my next, and this starfish is a little bit big when I put it here on my composition. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the starfish a little bit smaller. And what do? I'll just cut out the outside lines, and I make the starfish just a tiny bit smaller, okay? You guys could do this too. It doesn't have to be a perfect starfish. Remember, their feet fall out. See, and now I have a starfish right there, and I could do a sea bottom right here. So now I have thought of my composition. Maybe this could be like the, I don't know, the reflection of the sun maybe. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. And right now what I'm gonna do is I am going to put everything away, okay, for my next class. Because in the next class, we are going to be making the rubbing. We're gonna be rubbing the bottom of the ocean, and we're gonna be making a composition similar to what this artist that we have looked at did, okay? And Robert Lee Nelson. And we're going to be putting everything together. But for now, look what you have to do. You take a paper, you put all your pieces here, you fold the paper in half, okay? Fold the paper in half. It doesn't matter if it's an older paper, okay? And keep it in your folder, keep it in your bag, keep it in your locker, wherever. But keep it for next class because we're gonna be using it, okay? So let's go over what we have done today, okay? You have taken a cardboard piece. It could be any cardboard, a cookie box, a cereal box, okay? We have made contour lines of fish, of animals at the bottom of the ocean, okay? The contour line is the outside line. And then we have cut those out, all right? So this is everything that we have done today, preparing for the next class. So, have a wonderful week. Keep your pieces together, don't lose them. And next class, we're gonna make a wonderful piece of art by doing a rubbing and also a watercolor. So see you next week. Have a wonderful day. Bye.